The wind rattled the windows, and the scent of roasted coffee beans hung warmly in the air. Lara, the 28-year-old barista, was wiping down the counter, her heart sinking with every chime of the closing bell. The storm had hit earlier than expected. Tonight was supposed to be her night off. But when the cafe had gotten a late delivery of beans and her shift had been canceled, she decided to stay and tidy up. Just as she was putting away the cleaning supplies, the door chimed one last time. She looked up to see Sofia stepping in, shaking rain from her curls. Her cheeks were flushed from the cold. "You're brave," Lara teased, glancing at the weather outside. "Most people wouldn't venture out tonight," Sofia grinned, walking closer. "I needed a cup of courage, and maybe a warm smile." Lara felt her heart skip a beat. Of course, Sofia, with her quick wit and infectious laugh, always managed to make the ordinary feel extraordinary. They'd been friendly for weeks. Sofia, a grad student in literature, always stayed late reading by the window. Lara loved the way Sofia's laughter filled the quiet moments, the way her eyes crinkled at the corners when she smiled, the sound of her voice echoing in the emptied cafe. As the minutes passed, the storm outside intensified. Thunder echoed through the room, momentarily drowning out the soft jazz playing on the speakers. The lights flickered. "Looks like you're stuck here until the worst passes," Lara said, half apologetic, half hopeful. Sofia set her damp umbrella aside, a playful smile on her lips. "Then maybe this is the universe's way of telling us to finally talk, really talk." Lara nodded, a slow smile spreading across her face. She moved to the counter, grabbing the single battery lantern she always kept there for such occasions. The wind howled, rain lashed against the windows, but inside the cafe, a different kind of storm was brewing. They settled by the window, the only light now a soft glow from the lantern. Outside, the wind seemed to moan, weaving tales of distant lands. Inside, they wove their own tales, stories of favorite books, dreams that felt too big to be true, and fears they'd never spoken aloud. For hours they spoke, the cafe, cocooning them from the raging storm. The rain-streaked glass pane became a blurry backdrop to their intimate exchange. Sofia admitted that she'd always been cautious with her heart, afraid of the vulnerability love demanded. Lara confessed that she'd been waiting for someone who saw her, really saw her, beyond the surface, someone to whom she could be unapologetically herself. And as the storm reached its crescendo, something shifted between them. The energy that had been building, the unspoken emotions, the stolen glances, all of it culminated in a moment of quiet understanding. The thunder rumbled again, but this time it was softer, as if giving them space, allowing them to lean into each other, to bridge the gap that had stretched between them since they first met. Suddenly, Sofia brushed a strand of hair from Lara's face. The touch lingered, gentle but certain. "You're different," Sofia whispered, her eyes searching Lara's face. Lara's fingers trembled slightly. She reached out, her palm resting on top of Sofia's hand. "So are you," she replied, her voice barely a breath. Silence fell around them, not awkward but electric, charged with a million unspoken words, 1,000 shared smiles, a lifetime of moments that had led up to this. And then, as if the world itself were holding its breath, Lara leaned in. Sofia met her halfway. Their lips met in a kiss that was unhurried, a meeting of warmth against the chill of the storm. It wasn't a kiss that consumed them, but one that held them together, a testament to the quiet courage it took to open up, to trust, to hope. In that kiss, Lara found the warmth she'd been missing, the connection she'd yearned for. In that kiss, Sofia found the solace she didn't know she needed, the love that set her spirit free. When they finally pulled apart, the storm outside had calmed, the rain had stopped, the wind no longer howled, but a soft peace settled in its wake. Sofia laughed, the sound like sunlight breaking through clouds. "That felt," she paused, searching for the right words, "inevitable." Lara smiled, her cheeks flushed. "I was hoping you'd say that." They sat in silence for a moment, simply reveling in the quiet aftermath, watching as the first rays of sunlight peeked through the clouds, chasing away the shadows of the storm. When Sofia finally stood to leave, she paused at the door. She turned back and said, "This isn't just a storm memory, is it?" Lara shook her head, her heart full. "No," she whispered, "this is just the beginning." And as the sun streamed in, bathing the cafe in its golden light, they knew that the storm had passed. But something beautiful had been born.